Hey, this is Scott Fant, and we're in the music room. I'm from Ferris, Texas, by the way. I was supposed to say that, wasn't I, Helen?
You can do whatever you want to. It's your show. Go ahead.
Okay.
Muscle and Chrome.
Muscle and Chrome. Here we go. I think Gene was asking me if I had anything new. And to me, if it's been written within the last 5 years and I don't have a finished recording, I'll call it new.
There you go.
You won't know a thing till you're smart enough to learn it. Never have a dollar till you're hard enough to earn it. Some days you win the prize, some days you'll only bleed. Most days you'll get what you need. A neighbor got a job, let me tell you something, mister. That's a big deal when he's married to your sister. They're young, kinda dumb, and they never had a lot, but she's the only sister I got. I'm the mud on your boots when you're working in the field. I'm the blood on your knuckles, the salt and the steel. Gravel on the road that carries you home. I'm the dust, I'm the rust, I'm the muscle and chrome. I had a shaking 88 and a janky old Martin. Wasted on a dream, but my brother was the smart one. He went to college on a federal Pell Grant. I got a job at the refrigerator plant. Tonight she's got a marble smoking and her feet on the dash. I got a Friday night grin and some payday cash. Rolling through what's left of our American dream. Looks like a boomtown real estate scheme. Yeah, I'm the mud on your boots when you're working in the field. I'm the blood on your knuckles, the salt and the steel. Gravel on the road that carries you home. I'm the dust, I'm the rust, I'm the muscle and chrome. Like the grease and the bearing on a flywheel, a side player that never gets his own deal. I'm the heart, I'm the guts, I'm the blood and the bone. These burdens we got, every load we got a shoulder. Take it while we're young, we need it back when we're older. Some we gotta carry till they're strong enough to stand. Some we bury in the ashes and sand. I'm the mud on your boots when you're working in the field. I'm the blood on your knuckles, the salt and the steel. Gravel on the road that carries you home. I'm the dust and the rust, I'm the muscle and chrome. I'm the muscle and chrome. I'm the muscle and chrome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Scott Fant, welcome back. It's
good
been a
to be
little
back.
while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
I think, last time you and I did a show with Guthrie Kennard in here?
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Oh, that was fun.
That was unexpected, wasn't it?
It was.
So Muscle and Chrome, what was your inspiration for that song?
I think that's just that one. I just wrote for everybody that's out there doing whatever it is that they do. You know, It's a little Americana song that I wrote.
Yeah.
It came together and kind of, I don't know, just a little tribute to all of us, I think. Whatever it is you do.
Yeah.
You're
You know, when you were singing that song, I was sitting there and I was looking at you and I was looking at that Ford cap and I'm like, dang, this song, Ford, that could be a real American, kind of get that together.
Right,
and
there you go.
it was just kind of cool, metal, chrome, cars.
You know anybody
Anyway.
at Ford's marketing? Maybe we can do
And you've got the Ford hat on. Yeah, maybe you ought to contact them.
That's right.
The next song you have for us is Worse for the Wear. Tell us
Okay.
about that one.
All right, this is probably, I guess it was around 2004. I just quit for a while. I didn't play for, it's probably 5 or 6 years. And this is one of I started writing these ideas down just in a little spiral notebook. I call this is one of the songs from the notebook here. Worse for the Wear. I shivered a little when I stepped out on the road, pulled up my coat and I shifted my load. Thought about all those seeds I'd sowed, knowing someday I'd reap the whirlwind. I had no one to answer to except myself and the God. I'd ride out at night and I lived on the prod. My dogs was all fed and my horses were shod. Midnight was my only friend. Then the shadows would start and the darkness it came, like it always does, but I'd walk back through the flame, gather my pride and deal with my shame. Ride bloody and cold out of there, a little bit worse for the wear. Every life's got some edges, they can get kinda rough. We never had much, but there was usually enough. I could sleep okay if I had the right stuff, and mostly I did not complain. I've worn out my welcome, I've left way too soon, reached for the stars and grabbed only the moon. Worked in the fields January to June, sweating and wishing it rained. I've run hard with my freight, trying to keep it on track. I cried out to God, but the devil laughed back. Put everything out on the sack and let out for something somewhere, a little bit worse for the wear. Some pay with their silver, some pay with their blood. Some wear diamonds and some wear mud. If you burn in the flame or you drown in the flood, in the end don't it mean the same thing? I keep it all in its perspective and well within scope. We all gotta find our own glimmer of hope. Maybe I'll die at the end of a rope, or maybe I'll live like a king. Now these buzzards are circling up over my head. They're tired and they're hungry and wishing I was dead. I probably should be, but I've got some business instead. Hey, maybe I'll see you out there, a little bit worse for the wear. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you.
You know, Helen, I'm going to quote Ken Gaines right now.
Okay.
Scott Fant's a hell of a songwriter.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
I can't agree more.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Always found a way. Tell us about that one.
Okay. This one's, I don't know. It's, maybe this one's sort of a tribute to some of those people that have been in your life that, maybe you cared about them, but you never really paid enough attention. You took them for granted, I guess, would be a good way to put it. And then life happens, and you have some regrets. I always said that thing about people say, I have no regrets. Man, you must not got out there and...
I'll be honest, I got a few.
Yeah.
I know I do.
Yeah, me too. Always found a way. I worked the swing shift. The night I heard you died, I think I sighed and pulled smoke into my lungs. Thumped my cigarette across the yard and caught my breath on a song you used to sing when we were young. And I believe the line between the Bible and the gun is worn so thin for me, they're hard to tell apart. I could have chosen easy roads, but I picked up these heavy loads. Your old man always said I don't work smart, but always found a way to break your heart. Always found a way to break your heart. I caught my second wind in Mena when we crossed the Ouachita, Arkansas, that shiny diamond in my mind. Had to stop the truck in Piggott, pay regards to Hemingway, so I drank till this tequila made me blind. You never cared to hear the songs I'd sing when I was drinking. You'd laugh at me, I'd tell you this is art. And then you'd kiss me like the fool I was. We'd get tangled up in love, sleep it off, and get an early start. Always found a way to break your heart. Always found a way to break your heart. Highway 19 out of Canton was slick and wet with rain. A hydroplane negotiating with the wheel. I left you sleeping there so I could find the only thing out here that's mine. All these faithless walls of glass and steel. You always found a way to see some way to find the best in me. Always searched me for the hardest part. And if I wake you up and say goodbye, I'd just tell you one more lie. Silently betrayers do depart. Always found a way to break your heart. Always found a way to break your heart. I swear to God, another bloody year. Look at what we've done. Should I run or be ashamed I'm still alive? If I've come away with nothing else, one thing I've learned about myself: the jaded and the foolish can survive. And now I'm driving with my window down. I cuss this heat and cuss this town. Curse myself for being old and scarred. Between the radio and highway noise, you take these odds and make your choice. A bitter dose is always swallowed hard. Always found a way to break your heart. Always found a way to break your heart. Always found a way to break your heart.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you all.
I love your driving melodies. They're really, really awesome.
Thanks.
Wonderful song crafter.
Oh, yeah.
You and Sandra came over a few years ago, and you played a song for us that you're going to do next called Adagio for the Lonely. And I always felt like this song was one of your strongest.
Well,
but I don't know why this song affects me so much, but every time I hear it, it has pulls and tugs.
It was a pretty, I won't get too deep here, I don't want to get too corny, but it was a pretty personal song, and pretty emotional to write, and Sandy helped me write it.
I can see that. You know, it's really, it is, in fact, and I look forward to hearing that next.
Let's try it then. Like I said, Sandy Mansell, that's her stage name. So, she co-wrote this one with me, my wife.
She's on the highest stage we got in the room, too.
Some days are gonna lie in ruins, in pieces at your feet. Work these muddy fields and walk this bloody street. You stand in the long shadows, shaking off another day, trying to give more than you take away. I've watched you from my window, I wondered where you go. Street lights on faded denim, your breath as white as snow. If beauty was your alibi, you'd never have a debt to pay. You gotta give more than you take away. When everything there ever was standing there with you in the front porch light, was it easier than breathing in your sleep? Anything you want, love, you learn you better hold on tight, 'cause nothing here is ever yours to keep. Maybe there's nothing there, maybe it was only us, counting on the hope we'd find it, betting on what chance there was. So you dance with a sad stranger and let the Adagio play, trying to give more than you take away. 'Cause even on the highest mountain, sometimes the mighty and the righteous fall, and they will leave you there to find your own way down. Like a flower in a field on fire, sometimes I feel so small. If I look up at the sky, I may drown. Some nights my ghosts are with me, they cry and shake their bones. I try to call them to the light, and they try to call me home. Some nights there's only nothing, just air and emptiness, and every breath I take is sweet as my lover's kiss. Thank you. Thank you all.
You know, you could write a book about that song. You could. Really,
Yeah.
It's got a great depth.
So, Scott, if somebody is watching you on Facebook or,
And there's a
someplace
bunch of
like
them that
that,
are, I know that.
yeah, tell them where they can actually find you on the web.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you, these days, just Google Scott Fant, and all kinds of stuff will come up. There's scottfantmusic.com, which got some of my stuff on there, info, contact info.
Got a lot on our website in
Yeah.
the music room.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Google thing in the music room comes up. So it's
Andy, I know you're on our YouTube
Yeah.
channel as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
pretty easy to find. It'd be hard to hide.
I'll tell you, this guy is worth you looking up. Go see this. Go see this man when y'all get a chance. Spotify.
Spotify.
Back here, yeah.
There you go.
That's cool. I use Reverb Nation a lot. I know it's pretty old and cheesy, but
Just don't
Hey, if
say
it works.
don't say MySpace and we're
Yeah, I was
okay.
just about to say, sounds kind of. Oh, Lord. Okay, next song, Gravediggers Lament. Tell us about that.
okay. Really not much I can tell you because I'm not really sure what this guy in the song's up to. I don't know what.
I think you were hanging out with Gene Moore when you wrote this.
I just mark them. I don't dig them.
There you go. Gravediggers Lament. There's David Hayden.
Yes, it is.
Hey, David.
I was
Come
gonna
on
say we
in.
got
Grab a
celebrities
chair.
in the house. Kerosene Drifters are here. Y'all
Yes,
got
they
a
are.
show
Yes,
coming up
they
in
are.
November. Y'all
And-
got to see these guys.
And
We will
Hurricane
be.
Hayden.
David Hurricane Hayden, great harmonica player. How are you, David?
He's even a better friend. You know
he's
that?
good.
He
friend.
really is.
He's great. He's a good guy. Anyway, we're talking about Gravediggers Lament.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then David walked in. That's scary. You gonna start that over?
Here we go.
These old bones will sorely hurt when I get up in the evening shuffle off to work with my shovel in my hand. Drag my soul around with these hounds right beside me. Dirt can't wear me down, 'cause I am an honest man. The devil that you know might be better than the devil you don't. Trouble down the road might be more trouble than you got right now. Now my woman, she is Christian, but I don't mind her cooking. And when she speaks, I listen. She keeps me company. And yes, I heard about it, what they say she done in Tulsa. But I don't go stepping out, odds are good, she won't shoot me. The devil that you know might be better than the devil you don't. Trouble down the road might be more trouble than you got right now. Where these holes in the soles of my boots keep me stepping lightly, the hard and the heavy hand of God keeps me working nightly. The moon's a silver thumbnail floating on the reservoir. I guess I better hightail to see that brakeman's lantern glow. Copperheads are crawling when the leaves begin to tumble. I'll just go about my calling. I got my grubbing hole. The devil that you know might be better than the devil you don't. Trouble down the road might be more trouble than you got right now. The devil that you know might be better than the devil you don't. Trouble down the road might be more trouble than you got right now. Thank you.
All right. You have another song, and her name is Teresa.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us about Teresa.
This is just a song about family. And, I don't know, maybe it's kind of
Does
like...
Sandy know her?
I don't know.
I think she's one of cousins on his side.
Okay.
Y'all aren't from Arkansas, are you?
Actually, he is.
It's getting kind of scary in here. It's getting a little scary in here.
I've heard them all.
Not on the Buffalo River, are you?
I don't know.
Okay.
We're good.
This one is sort of an old, like I guess a Southern Gothic type song. Just about family. It's got a little bit of that, like a Liam Neeson movie. How far would you go? It's called Teresa. Teresa was my first cousin, my father's brother's only child. She could break his heart with her reckless indiscretion. I told her so damn many times, avoid those colors that prowl these county roads and prey on weakness and addiction. And I was gone when she went missing, We had a job near Ponca City, 8 hot miles of asphalt to lay down. I've wondered if I'd been there, would it have made a difference? But we're too far down that road to turn around. We work on this black land and mostly mind our business, letting not this troubled world lead us to sin. And I'll be there on Sunday morning, but I don't do well with forgiveness, not when it comes down to my blood king. I watch the heat waves off the blacktop from the turnaround on 5th Street, still hot and dry, 2 weeks in the fall. And all this small town innuendo, the rumors and the gossip, comes clean with words made brave by alcohol. And what they'd left of her in a ditch behind the Church of Christ left my soul in pieces on the ground. I trembled in my rage, my heart like heavy iron, but I would not yet tell a soul what I had found. There's trouble on this land, it's a hard and dirty business. Every soul must answer for their sin. And I stand up on Sunday morning, but I don't do well with forgiveness, not when it comes down to my blood king. I dropped an extra magazine into the hollows of my pocket. I had their names and I knew where they stayed. And I know hollow points and vengeance won't bring back my cousin, but when I found them, blood for blood is how they paid. This year the weather changed, the lake is finally rising. This channel's deep and green since the rain. And this old water has its secrets, they're easier to keep when they're wrapped in 30 feet of log and chain. We live and die on this black land, justify our own existence, hope the good we do might outweigh the sin. I'll say a prayer in Jesus' name, but I don't do well with forgiveness, not when it comes down to my blood king. Lately we've been west, building roads across tomorrow. These boys are missing home, I miss my wife. Last night I dreamed about Teresa when we were kids on big adventures, yet to feel the painful sting of life. We trust our dead to this black land while it silently bears witness, indifferent to our righteousness and sin. I've read my book of Luke, but I don't do well with forgiveness, not when it comes down to my blood king. Thank you.
You liked that last chord he did, didn't you?
Yeah.
I knew you would. Made me think. Randy loves ending a song on a chord that's totally different from the song. So, yeah. You did a Randy.
Major rise.
Actually, I saw Scott do that one time, and I stole it.
Oh, is that what?
No. I'll give him credit, though.
I can't remember who I stole it from. It goes around.
Speaking of that, speaking of hound dogs, Guthrie Kennard will be here a week from tonight.
All right. That's cool.
And he will. Be fun to have Guthrie back in here, too, and
Doing
have
a radio
him come
show.
doing a radio show.
Yeah.
Yep, it's been a while.
It's been a good while since he's done one.
That's next Tuesday?
That's next Tuesday night.
right.
So we'll see everybody that's here, and y'all bring your best friends. And
Yeah.
we'll have a good time when y'all get here.
It's always
Anyway,
fun.
you've got a song about a dog.
Oh, yeah.
It's called "Don't Touch,
Touch That
Dog."
Dog.
And I remember hearing this for the first time and just going, it's like you're saying, I wish I'd written that song.
One of those.
And then I thought, hell, I wish I could write that song.
I thought you were going to say, why did he do that?
No, it's good.
No, it's a great song. So, anyway, tell us about the song
Okay.
a little bit, where it came from.
I'll tell you, I'm pretty bad about, when I talk about inspiration, I don't mind telling a different lie every time I do
yeah.
it.
Well, that's okay.
You have a
That's
good
right.
imagination, is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
But I wrote this song. We got a friend, and he had a dog. I don't think that we ever even saw the dog. You got one of those you got to lock up. And people come over. Mm-hmm. So he was the first inspiration. Then somebody dumped where we live. It's a pretty popular place. People dump their unwanted pets. It's out in the country. And this poor animal. When I got home from work, and he's about this wide, and about this tall. He's a
Oh,
bulldog. And so the first thought, I was I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
I got my pocket knife, But he was in bad shape.
He could eat that.
Yeah. But he was very gentle. And, he was a very gentle dog. And a whole lot of trips to the vet later. He's doing better. I guess I've had him about a year and a half. I think you've seen a picture of him. So anyway, this song I'd already written it, but then I thought, look, old Joe, this is his song. Gentlest dog you ever see in your life. He even got his own cat. He's pretty. He gets
When you
along
know
with
you
him.
got a real dog for a pet. When they've
Yeah.
got their own pet.
No,
Yeah.
he's a cool dog. This one's called "Don't Touch That Dog." And when you look at that dog, you think,
Yep.
no, he's very nice. Here we go.
He's got tequila in his hollow leg, and he don't mind. Just help you, son. He keeps tobacco in a live oak keg. He don't care. You gotta roll it, your son. A little house sitting back in the woods, made out of slabs from a cypress log. The air's clean and the water's good, but don't touch that dog. That dog's got a mouthful of danger, vice grip jaws, and a chainsaw bite. Have mercy on a hapless stranger creeping around in the middle of the night. He's got a neck like a log-chain pit bull and hair like a javelina hog, about as ugly as a one-eyed catfish. Don't touch that dog. Catahoula mama, red-bone hound, blue heeler and a black-mouth cur. He ain't scared and he won't back down. He's like a devil with fur. He said he got him from a hoodoo woman who lives somewhere along the cattle trace. He'd like to raise another pup someday if he can get up there and he can find her place. He's got a tail about as long as your thumb, eyes the color of a July fall. It comes down to a friend he can count on. Can't touch that dog. Catahoula mama, red-bone hound, blue heeler and a black-mouth cur. He ain't
ain't scared and he won't back down. He's like a devil with fur. Track back to the Casatot River where the alligator gar and the Appaloosa cat. Knee deep in that Pond Creek water, need to wash my Joe Mo and something like that. It's hard like a boat-arc fence post. I can chip a widow's white oak log and draw water from the Locksburg well, but don't touch that dog. Chattahoochee on a red-bone hound, blue heater and a black-mouth cur. He ain't scared and he won't back down. He's like a devil with fur. Don't touch that dog. Don't touch that dog.
Oh, yeah.
That's just kind of a silly little song, but that last verse, you're talking about Arkansas. My dad's from Arkansas, and that was kind of a little tribute to him, some of the stories he told me and the things he liked to do.
Cool.
Isn't it funny how you pull, as a songwriter, you pull from everything?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you never know where the next line's coming from. Steve Goodman, great songwriter that wrote, so many great songs. He said, I never wrote a song, I just waited on the next verse.
Yeah.
Man, I think that's a great way to look at songwriting. Just keep it open, keep the channel open.
Another song that you do that is usually a big request at most shows.
Yes.
8 Pound Sledge.
Oh, yeah, 8 Pound Sledge.
Yeah.
Tell us about that one.
I always like to say this is the only gospel song I've ever written. It's not really a gospel song, but I think the way I look at it is, the story of, I'm a big Robert Johnson fan. Listen to how many songs he recorded, like 29 or something.
Yeah.
Just amazing. And that old legend about him meeting the devil at the crossroads took the deal, which I doubt that's true, but it's such a cool story. But anyway, the guy in this song met the devil at the crossroads and turned the deal down. And so here I am, broke, poor,
But you're going to be with Jesus.
That's right.
That's true.
Already is. Already is. You don't have to wait.
Yeah. And I don't mind practicing to learn more chords.
You've always been one of my favorite songwriters. I think Vicki Gatling introduced us to each other. And we miss you, Vicki. You need to get back
Yes,
active
we do.
again.
We were talking about Vicki Gatling on the way over here.
Yeah, we need to get her back active again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
She's
she
got
put it.
so
I think
much
she put it down. She sold all her instruments.
No.
But I hope not, because she's
hasn't.
too good.
She hasn't. She'll be back.
Okay.
I hope not. I hope she didn't sell
No,
all
that's
not
Vicki
that-
Williams.
Hope she will be back. Hope
Yes.
she didn't sell. She always had one of my favorite voices ever. That's
Yeah, me too.
huge. It's as big as this room.
Yeah, that. What is her song about Highway 813?
That's Vicki Gatling.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You were
thought you were
talking
talking
about
about
Vicki
Vicki Williams.
No, you were.
Both of
That's
those
why I
Vickies
didn't
need
know
to
what
get
you
their
were
butts
talking
back
about.
in here.
No, I didn't know what I was talking about Vicki Gatling.
Vicki
Yeah.
Williams is good too.
She's good,
I'll
too,
talk about her.
Yeah.
Played a lot of songs with her.
Yeah.
Too many Vickies out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Let's hit one of them with the 8 pound sledge.
What a segue.
We won't say which one. Wake 'em up.
Here we go.
I've been talking to the devil, and the devil talks back to me. Hey boy, I can make it all easy. I could end your misery. Devil, I'm just trying to make a living. You know I wanna be a righteous man. The devil laughs, said no man's righteous. You're just fat in this frying pan. Come on, boy, go down easy. Don't step too close to the edge. I know your arms get heavy, swinging that 8 pound sledge. I work hard every day for a little. I keep my belly full of collard greens. Outside in a world on fire, in here where the air gets lean. I got a girl, she's slick like a Buick, lit up with nitrous fuel. Hit me like a 16 penny and kick like a spavin mule. Come on, boy, go down easy, don't step too close to the edge. I know your back gets weary swinging that 8-pound sledge. Wash it down with a piece of my dirty soul and pay the devil what the devil is due. Keep swinging till the day I die. May hold on to the good Lord too. Hey, looky yonder, Willie, there comes Jesus walking down that sawmill road. Got a sack full of Bethlehem pig iron, how's he carry such a heavy load? Hey, Jesus, you know I'm weary, can't you take me back with you? He just said, no, my son, we still got a lot of work to do. So come on, bud, go down easy, don't step too close to the edge. I know your heart gets heavy swinging that 8-pound sledge, swinging that 8-pound sledge.
Thank you. Actually, I hadn't played that one in a while. That was hard work. It's cool.
It's a good song.
Y'all come in and have a seat.
Jay and Helen are here.
Yes.
Hey, you got a song called Annie Sings the Blues.
Oh, yeah. This is
Tell
one.
us about that one.
Okay. That's sort of a... I started this one out. It's another one of those I got Sandy to help me finish it up. Give me a few words here and there and show me where, and I'll do that with a melody. So we wrote this one. It's kind of a... It always sounded like a lounge singer song to me or something like that.
Well, we're lounging around.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm a wannabe lounge singer. So this it's called Annie Sings the Blues.
Fire from cigarettes lights my way to where I sit. Lonely table against the wall where teardrops and shadows fall. Her guitar's a melody of could have been and what might be. Wilted roses, promises, innocence and carnal kisses. Her voice is dark and tender as a bruise. I drink while Annie sings the blues. If I'm blessed or it's a curse, I hang my heart on every verse. She's honest as the book of Ruth. She finds my eyes and sings my truth. Along the bar, glasses clink, cigarette smoke swirls and sinks. Beneath the lamps where billiards crack, voices rise and fade to black. When she plays her strings and pays her dues, I drink while Annie sings the blues. Pink houses with their darkened windows, gardens plowed in staggered windrows, drops of blood on broken glass, fallen tears on photographs, last stands and lovers' bones, falls from grace and calls from home, and he just sings on and on and on. Inhale and close my eyes, step beneath these neon skies, smell the steel and gasoline, the pavement feels so hard and clean. Watch her taillights fade to nothing left to lose. Tonight the radio can sing the blues. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful.
You know, it's great having Scott and Sandra back with
It
us
is.
again, and the friends that came along with him to see him tonight. Wow, this has been fun.
It's always a
Now,
pleasure.
so you got one more song you're going to do.
Yes, you do. How about telling us about Here's to You and taking us out with it?
Okay, there's that. You got that little plaque hanging in the bathroom, says "Sing like you know the words." So I'm gonna have to do that on this one. This one's pretty new. It's pretty wordy, so I get the words mixed up sometimes. But it doesn't make any sense, I guess.
As
You
long
know,
as you don't
cheat sheets are okay.
get, yeah,
You
and
could.
if you don't get your tongue tangled up, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad about forgetting lyrics, and I'm not very good at recovering from it. Some people can just keep going. I have a tendency to just go.
Well, we got 4 cameras on you, so we'll get the whole thing from every side.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
No pressure.
Now I can relax.
Get every little bit of the chew. Yes.
This one called "Here's to You." This one's new. It's pretty new.
There's some things I've learned in this struggle to try to stay clean. Like it's not the place, it's the space in between. I had my doubts that these failures were something I'd use. I found out that they are, and there's freedom to choose. Here's to the mothers for wishing me well. Here's to those others who laughed when I fell. If you know things about me, but you'd never tell, well, here's to you. Long, hot nights, crowded in like a book on a shelf. I did not give a damn, I was hurting myself. And when you're up so high, crash to earth like a meteorite, I don't miss a thing about Saturday night. So here's to the mothers wishing me well. Here's where those others can go straight to hell, but the ones who are keepers with stories to tell, here's to you. when I drive by now. You know, it still takes my breath when I see that hole in the ground where the house used to be. Yes, I know I've changed. I don't come around very much, but you've got my number. Please stay in touch. And here's to the mothers for wishing me well. Cheers to my brothers for giving me hell, and the ones who stood by me with nothing to sell. Here's to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Scott Fant, y'all. Can we do it one more time?
Yeah. Woo!
Thank y'all. Thank all of y'all, each and every one, very much for coming out.
Well, it's been great having you. I am so happy that you came back to see us, and I know you'll be back
I
again.
need to remind people, too, one more time, 1 week from tonight, about Guthrie Kennard will be with us, and
Right.
11 days from tonight, Dana Cooper will be back with us. So it's going to be a good next 10 days.
Yes, it will be.
Coming up in November, the Kerosene Drifters.
That's right.
You got to see
Yep,
these
got the
guys.
Kerosene Drifters here tonight. David Hurricane Hayden. It's always great to see
Yeah.
artists supporting other artists.
Yeah.
That's really
Got celebrities
a
in the
compliment.
house. That's cool.
And a lot of good friends here, too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
thank you for our studio audience. Thank you, Facebook, for watching and tuning in with us. I'd like to thank Gene and Barbara Moore and Bruce Davis for the photographs that they take here.
All the YouTube folks.
That's right. And I also want to thank Reno back there in the engineering
Oh, yeah,
booth.
man.
Man.
Thank Reno.
Hey, Ree.
And my partner in crime, Randy Treadway, for all he does.
I just do what I can do.
Yay!
Thanks, y'all.
Keep on tuning in. You're in the music room.